Hey guys, it's Tara here, and today we're diving into 50 totally useless, weird Ark facts that you probably didn't know. Some of these are straight up silly, some are oddly fascinating, and some will have you yelling, wait, that's real? Whether you're a new player or someone who's been playing Ark for ages, I guarantee you'll learn something. We're starting off with number 1, the sound of the island at night. If you listen carefully on the island map at night, especially in the redwoods, you can occasionally hear a distant haunting dino roar that doesn't really match any creature in-game. It's an ambient sound the devs put in for atmosphere. It doesn't correspond to an actual threat, don't worry. It's just Ark's way of reminding you that you're never alone out there. Number 2, Ark's oldest creature, IRL. Many of Ark's creatures are real prehistoric animals, but one stands out. The coelacanth. IRL coelacanths are often called living fossils, and they're still alive today. In Ark though, seals are just meat fish. So the useless fact is that the coelacanth is both the most modern and most ancient critter in the game, unchanged for 400 million years in the fossil record, and still swimming in modern oceans. Ark appropriately made them the generic fish that you catch, but maybe they deserve more respect. Number 3, force feeding for instant health. You can force feed a dino stacks of meat to heal it, but did you know force feeding veggie cakes to a herbivore instantly heals a big percentage of its HP? That's why sweet veggie cakes are so valued for boss fights. Number 4, dodo fact. Dodos don't lay eggs when they're scared, so if your pet stops producing, it might just need some emotional support. Number 5, fun cooking fact. In Ark, standing torches can cook meat. Technically. It takes forever, but it does work. So it's great for when your campfire breaks and you're feeling patient, I guess. Number 6, Arks are in outer space. Every official Ark map, the island, scorched earth, etc., is actually a giant orbital space station masquerading as a natural habitat. If you beat the game's story, you learn that these biodomes are floating above a ruined Earth. Number 7, survivors are clones. Feel special as the Ark's chosen one? Well, you're technically a clone. Ark lore reveals humanity went extinct. The survivors on the Arks are cloned humans implanted with memories, so your character has no parents, just a really high-tech test tube. Number 8, shoulder pets don't drown. Feel free to take your otter scuba diving because any creature riding on your shoulder will not drown or run out of oxygen. Shoulder-mounted pets ignore water, so you can swim indefinitely with something like a monkey or jerboa on board. Number 9, gas mask facts. The gas mask isn't only for poison gas, it also gives you crystal clear vision underwater. Normally Ark's water can be blurry, but wearing a gas mask removes the distortion. It doesn't provide oxygen, but it's great for sightseeing in the ocean depths. Number 10, leveling trick. If you level up oxygen in your character or dinosaurs, it will actually increase swimming speed too. The more you know. Number 11, the whip. The whip has many uses, including one rather weird trick. Whipping an unconscious tame will reduce its torpidity faster, waking it up sooner. If you're impatient for a dino to wake up or you knocked out your friend, just whip them, literally. Number 12, Argent carrying limit. An Argentavis is currently able to carry 5 creatures at any time. One in its claws, one in its beak, a survivor in the saddle, a creature being carried by the survivor, and a creature being carried by a survivor riding the creature in its claws. That's a lot of carrying capacity for one tame. Number 13, Jerboa Weatherman. The adorable jerboa is more than a fuzzy face. It's a living weather radar on scorched earth. Jerboas will warn you of incoming weather events with distinct motions and sounds. For example, before a sandstorm, they bark at the sky. Before a lightning storm, they lower their ears and growl, etc. If your shoulder pet suddenly starts acting crazy, check the sky. A storm is probably coming. Number 14, another jerboa fact. Jerboas always spawn at level 1. You'll never find a level 150 wild jerboa. They're intended as starter pets, so the game literally makes them all level 1. On mobile, they can level higher, but not on the big platforms. So don't bother looking for a high level one, there's no such thing, making them arguably the most useless tame stats-wise. Number 15, whale immunity. The Basilosaurus is a survivor's best friend in dangerous waters. Basilos are naturally immune to jellyfish stings and electric eel shocks, and even immune to being grabbed by the giant squid. While other dinos get helplessly stunned by the jellyfish, the basilo just laughs it off. It also generates oil over time in its inventory and regains health rapidly near the water surface. In short, it's a leisurely blubber type that provides oil, shrugs off the ocean's worst critters, and sunbathes to heal. Number 16, rare flower rage. Rare flowers aren't just used in crafting. Did you know that if a player eats a rare flower, it triggers a 10-second pheromone effect that makes all nearby creatures aggressively target you? It's like you suddenly insulted every dino's mother. Even typically passive herbivores will charge. Number 17, rare mushroom hallucinations. Munching a rare mushroom in Ark does restore some food, but it comes with a side effect. You'll get the hallucinogenic spores debuff, which darkens and distorts your vision for about 10 seconds. seconds. On Aberration, some of these mushrooms will take a ton of your health too if you accidentally walk into a group of them. You have to be super careful. Number 18, Explorer Notes level boost. Scattered around every map are these Explorer Notes, which are found in chests or dossiers. Reading them gives an XP boost, but here's a lesser known fact. If you collect all the notes on a map, you get plus 10 max levels for your survivor. Number 19, speaking of level cap, the absolute highest level achievable is level 190 in Ark, with all Ascensions and Chibi bonus. To get there, you would need Alpha Ascension on Island for 15 levels, Alpha Ascension on Aberration plus 15, Alpha Ascension on Genesis Part 1 plus 15. Those add to the base 105, which equals 150. Then Genesis Part 2 boss plus 5, then plus 5 from maxing a Chibi pet during an event, and plus 30 from obtaining all Explorer Notes in every expansion, which totals 190. This is a ridiculously convoluted path that almost no one will legitimately do, but hey, now you know the useless fact that level 190 is theoretically possible. Number 20, multi-tool weapon. The long neck rifle has an unofficial use. If you equip a scope on it, you can use it as a spyglass to check faraway dino levels without the scope sway of a spyglass. It's a bit heavy and inefficient compared to an actual spyglass, but some players use a scoped rifle as a 2-in-1 weapon and telescope. Number 21, underwater loot crates. The oceans of the island and other maps hide deep sea loot crates that respawn in set locations. These usually drop pretty high tier loot. There are exactly 32 deep sea crate spawn points, but only 2 crates exist at once. They respawn elsewhere after about 45 minutes if looted. So underwater treasure hunting is like a shell game with 32 possible spots. If you've got nothing better to do, memorizing all the locations and cycling them is an Ark minigame in itself. Number 22, Shrek Easter Egg. On the Ragnarok map, you can find a hidden little swamp hut that looks exactly like Shrek's house from the movie. It's tucked in a dense marsh around latitude 42.5, longitude 18.3 on Evolved. There's even an outhouse outside. It doesn't do anything special, but stumbling upon it in the thick brush feels like you've walked into a fairy tale. One can almost hear the Smash Mouth playing. Number 23, another movie reference is Wilson the Volleyball. On Lost Island, which is a free Ark DLC map, there's a tiny island at around 19.5 and 9.5 with a singular volleyball sitting on the shore. This is a reference to the movie Castaway, and in Ark's version, the ball even has a bloody handprint face. It's just sitting there as a nod to being stranded on an island. Number 24, another Easter egg on Lost Island, there's a reference to the Lost Hatch. At latitude 64, longitude 47.3, there's a half-buried hatch door in the ground. It's sealed and cannot be opened. This is a reference to the TV show Lost, which features a mysterious hatch on a deserted island. In Ark, the hatch does nothing, it's just there to spark nostalgia. Many a curious survivor have found it and spent time trying to open it, but nope, it's permanently locked. Just an Easter egg purely for the sake of being a tease. Number 25, Aberrations, Earthquakes, Rain Gifts. On Aberration, random earthquakes occur, causing the ground to shake and dislodge resources from above. During a quake, you'll notice little items dropping. Stone, wood, raw gems, mushrooms, etc. fall from the ceiling. These items are tiny, but it's amusing to stand there and have gems literally fall in your lap. Just watch out because these same earthquakes can knock you off cliffs and zip lines too. Number 26, Scorched Earth Cave Paintings. In Scorched Earth, some caves have ancient wall paintings depicting obelisks and figures. These were early lore hints. A certain painting in the church cave shows a figure with a spear facing a large creature under an obelisk, foreshadowing the Manticore boss. These environmental storytelling elements were easily missed but add depth. Useless fact, one painting shows 3 towers and a beam to the sky, which was a nod to how the Ark system works. If you've never looked closely, you might even miss that Scorched Earth was trying to tell you, hey, you're on an Ark too, not actual Earth, even before Extinction confirmed it. Number 27, the weirdest way to tame a dino? The Chalicotherium is that big, gorilla-like herbivore that throws mud. In dossiers, it's noted that it likes beer. Indeed, to passively tame a Chalico, you feed it beer jars. And here I thought you just drank the beer to get that weird dizzy effect in the game. Guess not. Number 28, Scorched Earth's electrical storm equals no electronics. In Scorched Earth, electrical storms will short-circuit firearms and electronics. During a storm, if you try to fire a fabricated gun like a pistol or a shotgun, it just clicks uselessly. Generators, cryo-fridges, even your mining drill won't work. It's a uniquely frustrating weather condition that players often forget until it hits. The electric storm will also auto-open all your doors, rendering your electronic door locks moot. Basically, nature says primitive tech only for a while. If you ever see dark clouds and hear thunder on Scorched, put away the tech and grab a bow or something else instead. Number 29, Cryopod Sickness. Storing dinos in cryopods is super useful, but if you throw too many creatures out in a short time, they get cryo sickness, a debuff that knocks them out for a few minutes. The cryo sickness timer for each dino is 300 seconds by default. Some players turn this off on private servers to throw out armies quickly, but on official, if you yeet 10 gigas out of a pod at once, you'll end up with 10 useless ones. Not exactly ideal for a fight. Number 30, Helena and Rockwell voice actors. In Genesis, the AI companion Helena is voiced by Madeline Madden, and the villain, Sir Edmund Rockwell, is voiced by David Tennant, the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who. This star casting was a big deal, though in-game you mostly hear Helena's peppy Aussie accent. accent. Rockwell's silky, threatening voice can be heard in Gen 2's intro and Explorer notes. A useless fact for gameplay, but fun for trivia. Ark has a doctor in his voice cast. Number 31, sword fun fact. You can harvest wood from trees with a sword. It's not efficient, but hey, the more you know. Number 32, parachute style. Most players never realize you can dye a parachute. You can, and it's underrated, trust me. Number 33, Diplodocus fact. The Diplodocus might look like a huge sauropod, but it's basically a playful giant. When wild Diplos attack, did you know they deal no damage at all? They only just push you around. It wants to play tag, but its tag can knock you off cliffs, so be careful. Number 34, egg thief. If you steal an egg from a dino, it will hunt you down incessantly. A lot of players don't realize this before they take one, but it's a fact worth knowing. Number 35, weather fact. If you're up north and freezing even when you're inside your house, it's because it's not totally sealed. Buildings have to have window and door covers to effectively protect you from the elements. Number 36, your tame can starve while you're offline. New players often think that once something is tamed, it's basically immortal. Nope. If you log out for a few days on a server, that dino will slowly starve to death unless you fill its inventory or trough with food. RIP to all the parasaurs out there that new players forgot about. Of course, it's not something that you have to worry about if you're playing in offline mode. Number 37, otter fact. That adorable otter you tamed because it looked cute, turns out it has secret backpack powers. Otters can carry more than one artifact at once, making them a surprisingly OP cave companion. Number 38, spawn locations. In Ark, you can choose from 12 spawn locations on the island, but did you know each one still varies? Here's a map of all the possible spawn locations within the spawn locations. Keeps things interesting when you die, that's for sure. Number 39, cooking meat in a campfire gives XP. I bet you didn't know it's not just for food. Cooking meat in bulk gives you XP slowly. So if you're multitasking or AFK at your base, drop in a few stacks of raw meat, let it roast, and enjoy those sweet passive XP gains. Number 40, the game was built in about 7 months. Ark Survival Evolved launched into early access just 7 months after development began. So that's why early Ark felt like a beautiful mess. Dinos were falling through the map, physics were chaos, and players loved it anyway. Number 41, the lead dev worked on the Pirates of the Caribbean MMO. Before creating Ark, lead developer Jeremy Stieglitz worked on Pirates of the Caribbean Online at Disney, which explains a lot, honestly. Sea monsters, giant maps, and servers that mysteriously sync at random. Number 42, Ark 2 delays. Ark 2 was initially announced at the Game Awards 2020 with a revealed trailer featuring Vin Diesel. The game was initially slated for a 2022 release, then delayed to 2023, and again to late 2024. Currently, as of mid-2025, the developers say they're aiming for an early access release within the next 2 years, potentially in 2027. I'll believe it when I see it. Number 43, did you know there are 479 dinosaurs, including variants, in Ark? That's a lot of creatures. Number 44, dire bear facts. Did you know they love honey so much they can harvest it from wild beehives without getting stung? If you use a dire bear's swipe attack on a giant beehive, you get 2 to 3 times the usual honey yield and the bees stay calm. The bear doesn't destroy the hive either. Essentially, a tame dire bear is a mobile honey factory, and you avoid angry bee swarms. Sweet deal. Number 45, the Lystro. The Lystrosaurus is a cute little thing that most people just kill for meat instead of viewing it as a potential tame. But if you pet a tamed Lystro, it will do an adorable little backflip and give all nearby tamed dinos an XP boost for a few minutes. Basically, it literally motivates your tribe with its happiness. Number 46. The Broodmother on the island was the first boss in Ark. The Broodmother Lycerix, which is a giant spider boss, was actually the first boss added to Ark. At that time, it could even roam the map after spawning, so imagine this giant spider walking to the redwoods. Yikes. Later, they thankfully confined bosses to arenas. Number 47. Effectiveness myths. It's widely believed that using the wrong food to tame a creature lowers its final stats, but the truth is, taming effectiveness only affects bonus levels, not the creature's base stats. A poor taming effectiveness yields fewer bonus levels, but once fully leveled, 2 creatures of identical base stats will be the same, regardless of taming effectiveness. So, a useful clarification, you don't permanently cripple a dino by feeding it berries instead of kibble, besides missing out on a few levels. It's still better to use kibble for maximum level, but now you know the detailed mechanic behind it. Number 48, nameless and light. In Aberration's bioluminescent and red zones, nameless creatures will continually spawn and attack you unless you have a charge light active, from a glow pet or a charge lantern. Once you carry a light pet, nameless won't spawn, and those already out get debuffed. This mechanic mirrors horror games. Think of them as gremlins that hate bright light. Number 49, Phoenix taming by fire in Scorched Earth. The Phoenix is a rare creature that only appears during superheat heatwave weather on Scorched Earth. It's basically living flames in bird form. Did you know that to tame a Phoenix, you must set it on fire continuously until it once tamed. Traditional tranks don't work. You can use flame arrows, flamethrowers, or better yet, a fire wyvern's breath to slowly tame. Number 50, Carno Island has no herbivores. Fun fact, seriously, Carno Island, aka the Dead Island, is the only zone on the island that never spawns passive creatures. It's all carnivores all the time. It's great for farming XP and terrible for pretty much everything else. Alright, I hope you enjoyed these 50 facts, and if you enjoyed that chaotic ride, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for even more Ark nonsense. And if you haven't already, check out my 30 stupid things that every Ark player has done video. I guarantee you're guilty of at least half of them. It should be on the screen now. So I'll see you guys over there. Take care.